Hello everyone, SiegeLink here, back with another episode of Starcraft 2 Unranked gameplay with Protoss once again. I've been quite a bit more interested in Protoss, and I'm here also to give a little bit of an update, which is that I do plan on streaming um, this summer. And I'm going to give you guys kind of a reason for that. There's actually three reasons for that. Because I think I've said this many times, I do plan on streaming once I hit 50 subs, and also to set up a Discord at 50 subs. But there's a reason that specifically I'm going to do it a little bit earlier. There's three reasons. Um, the first of which is that it is um, pretty much at this point hit summer vacation. And that doesn't necessarily mean I have more time because I'm working. Um, but it does mean that because it's summertime, my parents are going to be up at the lake house, which I don't really like to go up to too much anymore because we don't have anyone up there. Like we never see our friends the Sonats anymore. So because of that, we basically just by ourselves, and most of them don't even actually don't even go to the beach for a proper reason. They literally just sit down and they don't even tan. They just sit down on the beach and just let the sun come down on them. And I'm like, what the heck are you going for the beach for then? Like they don't go in the water, and when you do, you're just swimming around by yourself. It just feels like you're like a chicken with your head cut off, or a fish with your head cut off, just flapping around randomly, and it's just not fun. So I don't like to go up there too much anymore, and because of that, I have the house to myself for a good few days. That's happened multiple times now, and I'm able to upload quite a bit more. So that's really good because streaming is something that even if I could hit 50 subs, it would be super hard to do because I just wouldn't have a good enough time with a good enough recording environment. So this summer is a perfect time to do that. Number two is that um, the majority of the views that I'm getting currently are StarCraft 2 gameplay, and just doing like kind of one random game here and there isn't really too good. Like I can do that over and over and over and make tons and tons of videos, but it would be better just to make a stream of it and have people come to it. It's quite a bit easier to make that way, and it's also just a way to get in a lot of extra gameplay. The third reason, which is the reason that used to not really be a reason because it's kind of questionable, but now is kind of a reason, is that once I start streaming, that's likely going to boost my subs up quite heavily. Because I wanted to have at least 50 subs first before I did that, before I thought it would really boost up quite a bit. But after the tie against Dalleycat, and I got 4 subs straight from Tech 4 Diamond League, and I also joined, well, I've already joined one, but I'm not like part of it. I'm also joining another StarCraft 2 league, which has a lot of people in the Discord. So if I start streaming there, I'm hoping that my subs would start to go up. So I'm at 39 right now. I might get to 40 before I start streaming, but that's pretty much when I'm going to start streaming. Initially, I'm going to do it without face cam because I don't have a camera yet, but at some point I'll probably get a face cam, probably at 50 subs or maybe 75 subs, somewhere along there. Depends on how quickly I get them, I think. I do plan on streaming on YouTube at least at first because I find YouTube just easier to do than Twitch. I haven't looked into how to even stream or do anything on Twitch yet, really. I'm just more used to YouTube, so I'll at least be starting on YouTube. I might transfer to Twitch at some point. Um, but I also kind of want to focus on just YouTube initially because I like recording videos and streaming. Like trying to balance YouTube and Twitch when you don't have many subs is somewhat of a hard thing to do. My friend Sir Revolver knows that very well. He's got quite a bit of Twitch followers and focuses primarily on Twitch, and that's because he only does streaming. If you only do streaming, it's better to just do it on Twitch. But if you make videos and stream, it's better to just kind of focus on YouTube. You can switch it up a bit, have Twitch here and there, which I think I might do, but I personally just find it easier to stay on YouTube, at least initially. So we're going to have a PVT. This originally was actually my best matchup, but it's probably worst matchup currently. Even though, surprisingly, even though it might be my worst matchup, it's actually, when I do face, Terran, they pretty much never drop me. Which is kind of surprising, because that's something I would definitely struggle with. Nice looped around, but not gonna work. Denying the gas is actually pretty huge, because that not only forces him to... I mean, having the pylon here and gas here actually gives me complete vision of everything he's doing. So even though it's a lot of minerals invested into pretty much nothing, it's actually quite useful. It's just very annoying. Very, very annoying for him. But did he? He definitely scouted the pylon. So why is he building gas geysers and sending guys to mine when he can't even just like lift it up first?
Base is under attack.
I see eBay and quite a bit of Marines and a Cyclone. See, I think Warp Prism might not be that good of a play. Okay, it's only a small chunk of stimless Marines and Cyclone, so I'm going to be in an okay position. with this, he can't send Reapers up, so all I have to do is defend the front force. Front fort. You know what, for the heck of it, let's do that.
You have not
I'm currently mining too much gas. Something I find quite easy to do with Protoss is get too much gas.
to our enemy.
Okay, doesn't have a proper amount of economy yet.
You have not enough minerals.
I had a feeling he had an extra base.
You must place that in a power field. Your probes are under attack. Complete. Mineral field depleted. He shall. I am the voice of the eclipse. Your probes are under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our pylon is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
It's pretty easy to see how this is my worst matchup. This used to be my best matchup simply because all the Terrans I faced were terrible.
Mineral field depleted.
Like, I would see Terrans that like just move across the map with like one probe, or like not one probe, like a few Marines, and that was it.
You must place that in a power field.
Yep, just don't have enough. actually doing surprisingly well here. My one immortal is actually staying alive. I can't believe I won this. It's because you surprisingly didn't actually kill that many probes. Yeah, I was actually thinking of pulling the probes, but then I realized, wait a sec, I actually have a lot of probes. Like, he killed the bases, but he didn't actually kill that many probes. He was a Diamond 3 player! Yeah, I did actually have a 4. I didn't really, dude. I was just focusing just on just aggression. It was just because you killed the bases, but you didn't actually kill the probes. And my trades were just too good. Yeah, that to me didn't seem like BM. That was just him asking a valid question, because he wasn't getting that good of trades. I think he thought he killed quite a lot of probes, but he didn't. And I've sometimes made those mistakes as well. There was actually one game I remember on, I forget the map, and it had a pocket third base. It wasn't Blood Boil. It was it was a it was a map, a horizontal map, bottom right spawn and top left spawn, and I swore I killed the fleet beacon, but it had 7 HP left. And so when I saw carriers, I was like, how does he have carriers this quickly? I killed the fleet beacon. And I see it was like, oh my gosh, it was that close. I don't know how I won that game. If a Terran plays smart, he can easily beat me. So I don't know how I won that. I really don't. GG, well played on both guys' parts. I'll see you guys in the next game.